in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick. I'm Amanda. That good-looking guy over there is Richard. He's looking really good because he's been on this plan all month. You can join us here every Thursday at 12:30 to talk about everything food-related in Baltimore. This week in Baltimore Eating is brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park, your neighborhood gourmet grocer on Roland Avenue and North Charles Street in Baltimore.
Amanda.
Richard.
Happy February.
It's February. What do we say?
Rabbit, rabbit.
Rabbit, rabbit. I just learned that.
Yeah, some people on the first day of the month, upon awakening, you say out loud.
Like for good luck? So
Yes,
something doesn't
for
happen
good luck.
to you?
You say rabbit, rabbit. And I read about where that comes from, but it was always indeterminate where it comes from. Some people say Scottish. Other people say other things. But rabbit, rabbit.
Okay.
You say upon waking.
So do I have to go to bed and
You wait
wake
till
up?
March. It's too late.
Oh. But I can do it every month.
Every
It's 12
month,
times.
yeah.
Oh,
It's not
that's
just for
even
February.
awesome. Okay. I can do that. Rabbit, rabbit.
Rabbit. So
Yes.
here's our new thing that we started last week.
What did we start last week?
We start off by saying where we've eaten.
Oh, this is a new thing we're doing?
Yeah.
I like this game because it'll actually maybe make me go eat.
Me too.
Okay, good. You haven't been able to.
Very, very limited. And as you referred to before, I've been sort of eating this Whole30 program. Also, paleo for a gym challenge, which is all over Sunday.
Thank goodness.
But the challenge for myself, because I've been eating really scrupulously well.
Yeah.
Really well.
Ugh.
But
This is an eating show, Richard.
coming off of this and
Yeah.
learning how to eat in moderation, that's always the bigger challenge. And
Right.
you can do anything for a month. For a month, you can do anything.
And it's habit forming if you do it.
They say. So I'm hoping I've formed a habit. I'm hoping that I don't do what I did last time, which is eat a slice of pizza from never on Sunday and never stop eating pizza from there. I never stopped for months and months
Never,
and months.
always on Sunday. And
Stop.
the other 6 days of the week.
Man, except for Sunday. They really are closed on Sunday.
Yeah, well.
But pizza, I ate more pizza last fall than I did. We got to get going. Where'd you eat this week?
All right. So I actually ate out a lot this week.
Tell us.
I had lunch at our house, and I had Molina Pizza. I had lunch with a couple of our former coworkers. It was
I haven't
lovely.
had the pizza there.
I love their pizza. So I had a spinach, mushroom, blue cheese, maybe.
And what's the place called?
Molina Pizza.
One more time.
Molina.
Molina?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was really good. Last night I went to the movies at the Charles, so I had pen and quill,
Yeah.
like little nibbles. I had some oysters because I'm an oyster monster, and they had some good Virginia oysters, nice and plump. And I had like the meze dips and the tuna crudité with so that was great. And then I had someone over at my house who was hungry, so I had to feed him. So we went to McFall's Iron Horse Tavern,
Right.
which is kind of as close as I can get to having a My Local. I can't walk to it, but if I was going to have a My Local, McFall's would be the spot. And for those of you who don't know, it was Sanders Corner, which they used to call that damn place because it's right by Loch Raven. But
Loch Raven.
so we just eat at the bar, and I don't know if that's like I thought it was Baltimore County Restaurant Week, right? And they had a big sign up on the wall, but I didn't realize that until we were already seated at the bar, and no one mentioned it to us. We didn't get a menu.
Right.
So I had a bison burger, which is great. If I'm going to eat a burger, I usually like a bison burger with some like crispy onions on it. And
Yeah.
and more blue cheese. I've had a lot of blue cheese this week, but does it show? But so I unwittingly did not do Baltimore County Restaurant Week.
Which concludes this Sunday. Yes, it does.
Yes.
As do the Baltimore City Restaurant Week extensions, I believe.
Okay, so it's finally done because it's now February.
Yeah, I looked at some Baltimore County Restaurant Week menus. And what did I like? This place in Hunt Valley I've never been to called Yasso Greek Bistro.
I've never even heard of it.
I really liked their Restaurant Week menu because it was 2 courses, no dessert. And that was always a trip up for me with Restaurant Week because you don't always want dessert.
Right.
And you're sort of buying into it. And then, but if you don't want dessert, it's not such a good deal. So that's why I like theirs. 2 courses.
And I like Greek food.
Hey, I did eat a lot of Greek salads out.
Oh, those were okay for you?
They're fine.
Could you have the feta?
No feta.
No feta. That's not a
feta.
Greek salad without
But my
feta.
favorite one was at in Mount Vernon at Fila, Fila, which is a Mediterranean / Greek place. Good stuff. There's stuff like a Greek salad where they chop up the stuff, chop up the lettuce, chop up the tomatoes, good
Cucumber.
olives. So the chopping is my biggest thing for a Greek salad. I love chopped salads in general.
I like a good Greek salad. I had some really, really fresh ones in Greece. They were amazing.
Oh man,
I know.
Yeah.
Ugh, amazing.
And once we get to tomato season, boy, and really good feta makes a difference. I'll be back on feta soon.
Okay, good. So
Back
do you
on
want me
feta.
to do a break, or do you want to tell us about tonight?
Let's do a little promo break.
Okay, so here's our little break. If you just got here, you're watching This Week in Baltimore Eating with Richard Gorelick, which is brought to you by Eddie's at Roland Park, offering super fun fare for the big game,
Yeah.
like their crab pretzels, raven wings, and pulled pork mac and cheese. Details at eddiesrolandpark.com. Be sure to comment, like, and share, and follow us at #JMarkEating.
It's Super Bowl party.
It is. How about that? I didn't even think of it.
I did because I love a good Super Bowl party.
What do you
And
like to eat at a good
I just
Super Bowl
like
party?
being with people and watching the game. I don't do it every year, but I love when people do it. And the thing, that's a huge day for places like our friends at Eddie's at Roland Park.
Yeah, and you can probably get platters and stuff too. They didn't
Yep.
specifically mention it, but you can get platters and
And
takeaway.
so definitely self-cater those things. I'm all, admiring the people that make a ton of stuff, but I think when people go to a Super Bowl party, they expect it to be semi-catered. By semi-catered, I mean stuff that was bought at a grocery store, a good grocery store.
Well, I know my neighbor's making jalapeno poppers because that's a standard.
Oh.
They're probably getting wings from somewhere. We live really close to a Mother's, and a lot of people like Mother's wings. I'm not a wing eater, so I don't know, but there's probably some wings in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I wouldn't think about wings at Mother's.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, I've heard they're great. I've heard people like that.
Oh, wait, Mother's or
Oh, I don't mean Mother's.
mean moms?
No, I mean a different place. We won't even mention this other place that I mean. Never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna
Never mind. I didn't mean
edit
Mother's.
that out.
I didn't even mean Mother's. Roland K says hello, Richard.
Oh, Roland. Oh, that's a great idea.
What?
If it's a Roland I'm thinking of. To go
What's
to
the great-
Amici's, to order your Super Bowl
Oh.
stuff from Amici's.
Roland,
They
are
will
you
hook up.
Amici's?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Oh, sweet.
So, not only from grocery stores, but restaurants. Speaking of restaurants, another closing was announced
Unbelievable.
in my neighborhood. Tavern on the Hill, which was in the site of formerly was Howard's Deli back in the day.
I've never been in there.
It's probably one of the 3 closest restaurants to where I live, and for some reason, my roommates and I decided that we didn't love it. And we seldom went. And we talked last night about why we didn't like it, and I'll just say that we weren't in sync with it. Just never felt completely right there. But looking at my neighborhood Facebook page, a lot of people are very sad
Yeah,
that
I
it's closed.
saw. There was a lot of conversation about this.
It's the kind of restaurant that occupies a middle ground, not too fancy, but just comfortable. It was a very comfortable restaurant. I felt it was maybe a little bit underachieving.
That's
But it's okay.
too bad, and it is part of this bigger discussion that
Yeah.
we've been having.
About restaurants that are closing.
What
in
is
the
going
old
on?
days at the Baltimore Sun, if there was some coincidental closings and an editor came over and said, Richard, should we do an article about this? I would say, no. Just seems like a cyclical thing. And look, 2 of the 5 restaurants that closed weren't so much closings as retirements. People get to retire and sell their restaurants. So it didn't seem like they were closing because of any outside external reasons like the economy or changing habits. It just seemed like they were closing.
Right.
And it used to bother me that people wanted to
Make a thing out of it.
make a thing out of it.
Right.
However,
Very reactionary.
now it feels like there might be a thing.
It's starting to seem like there's a thing.
And the more it starts to feel like a thing, the more it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that
Right.
people
'cause we were
start
talking
to
about it.
think that was the danger, that people are going to start to be negative about the industry, and that never helps. But I'm sorry, it's starting to feel like it's a thing. It's harder for particularly businesses like Tavern on the Hill that are kind of just there. They don't
That
have...
no one really thinks about. It's not like a destination spot.
No, they don't get a lot of promotions. They frankly weren't very good about promoting themselves. That's part of it. It's very, very hard. It's a competitive industry with more openings. Economy's still troubling. And then there's the other layer that we keep hearing about, and we have to acknowledge it, that the industry never recovered from the events of April 2015. That all of the people from the county that used to come into the city and support restaurants are coming less and less frequently, some not at all. And it sounds ugly when restaurant owners say it as a reason why the business is bad, but at some point we have to sort of hear that.
We don't want to hear it because we want to defend our city. And last week we did mention we're not trying to like create a panic or be in any way negative, but it keeps happening, and at some point it is becoming a downward spiral. And I guess maybe it took 2 years for things to reach this point. Like maybe they tried to hang on.
I mean, if you plotted it on a graph, you would keep expecting that line to come back up, and it sounds like, from what we're hearing, that it hasn't come up for certain restaurants, and that depended on an infusion of county folks and visitors from the outside to help support them.
Yeah, you guys out there, tell us what you think about all this. I mean, I think we're gonna have to keep talking about it because it seems like it's going on. Roland is Amici's, so that's good. Hello, Roland. And Simone loves Amici's. We're all very happy with Amici's right now. Don't close. So
now they're doing really well. They've done well from the start. And there you go. Some restaurants can weather the storm because they're well managed. I know that Roland is a constant presence at his restaurant. And that is so important to be. It's so hard running a restaurant. But if the owner or the owner's representative is not there 7 days a week or 6 days a week,
right,
the customers start to feel it because the staff starts to feel it. And so we're going to keep our eye on this situation, and we hope things get better. But comment throughout the day or throughout the next few days on this, as you're watching this.
Okay, what else do you want to talk about before we go?
Oh, we've heard that there's not a closing. It's just a change. A lot of these going on over in Columbia, where Petit Louis Bistro is going to shut down its Petit Louis format and reopen soon as Lupa.
She-Wolf,
a Roman-style trattoria. Excuse me.
Yeah, anyway, you want to say that? Tomato.
No, trattoria.
Trattoria.
No, the penultimate syllable in Italian for trattoria.
Oh, yeah. All right. However Richard wants to say it. He knows better.
Remember, it's Black Restaurant Challenge, the way it works throughout this month. If you go to Black-owned restaurants. BlackRestaurantChallenge.com to see the list of participating restaurants. As you're eating throughout the month, you'll be hashtagging on social media Black Restaurant Challenge.
Do it, because maybe they're going to keep building up our city. So.
There are more restaurants that are Black-owned than are represented on this website, but we're encouraging you to support the restaurants that did sign up for this. I'm going to try to do one today.
Good.
Big Bean Theory, and Mount Vernon Marketplace.
Okay.
I'm going to go to today if I can.
Excellent. All right. You feel like you're done? You want
I
to
think
add anything
we're
else?
done. This is a good talk, and I'll be going out more.
Right. You're done with your challenge-ish.
Done with the challenges.
With the paleos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sugar. I want sugar. No.
I always want sugar. Not carob, because I was raised in the 70s.
Oh, yeah. We talked about carob today. We'll talk about that again next week.
All right. So that is it for us today. Tune in every Thursday at 12:30
12:30.
This Week in Baltimore Eating, which is brought to you by Eddie's of Roland Park, your source for quality prepared foods, delis, sandwiches, fresh produce, and unique gifts. Learn more at eddiesofrolandpark.com. Follow us at JMore Eating and tell your friends. Have a great week and go team.
I don't like wings. We'll talk about it next week.
I don't really like wings either. I never eat wings. Bye.
Bye.